So let's get into this Resident Evil 3 Remake Nemesis trailer. Now, I think it came out a couple days ago. I haven't seen it, so I really want to just look at it. It's a really short trailer. It's like a minute and like 56 seconds. So we're gonna look at it, and then we're gonna probably break it down and see like what gameplay isms are in there, or like maybe if they show some Nemesis stuff, obviously, because it's a Nemesis trailer. So yeah, so I don't know what to expect. It's a Nemesis trailer, so I'm just expecting to see probably gameplay and how he chases you around, similar to how Mr. X chased you in Resident Evil 2 Remake. So with all that being said, let's just jump into link to the trailer will be down in the description. So it was him in the first trailer. I knew it. I mean, he's wearing like a we gotta. Okay, I'm gonna stay quiet and then we'll break it down after. Carlos.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Carlos, and I'm Sadie.
Hey, so. Ooh, on fire! Literally looks like a demon fish, like straight from hell.
I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasures. UBCS for short.
And Carlos looks like oily, and like he'll slip and slide all over the place.
Isolated. We need help.
That's.
My men cannot do this alone.
The town's crawling with those
Hey, you got the saw. Oh, that's a hunter. Oh, okay. Hate those things, but still seeing them in the new style.
I'll buy you some time.
Hey, wait, Jill.
Is that a chain gun? No. Oh, flamethrower. Oh no, man, this is gonna be awful. Does he just? There goes the stars. He sounds more like the Hulk. I still prefer the old way he used to say stars, but it's still creepy. Oh shit.
Jill, what happened? Come in.
Oh, he got like a mask covering. Okay, that looks okay. That looks hype. What's crazy to me that they announced this game like a couple months ago, and it comes out in April. Like Jesus. Oh yeah, and the Resident Evil 3, like Resistance thing. Yeah. Okay, not a fan of that. But let's look at the trailer. A couple things I noticed, like off the bat. First off, like let's look at it right here. Nemesis is wearing like a containment suit. To me, that reminds me a lot, like if you know like the Death of Superman story, Doomsday. Doomsday, when he first showed up and broke out of the Earth prison or whatever, the containment thing, he was wearing a green containment suit and couldn't use his arms. So he was like very covered, and basically when the heroes kept fighting him, he kept getting damaged, and the containment suit came off, and then he got revealed to be Doomsday. I'm getting big, no pun intended, Doomsday vibes from this Nemesis, because obviously originally in the RE3 Nemesis like PS1 version, you run into Brad in front of the RPD, Nemesis just shows up out of nowhere, like without the mask, and it is what it is. But it seems like Nemesis starts off like this, like contained, and then he chases you and you damage him, whether from this car explosion or whatever, and it seems like the mask will rip off or something, or blow off. So that's really, really cool. Because if you don't know, Nemesis has like a special like parasite inside him, which makes him like that, like more scarier and more like intelligent and stuff like that than Mr. X and the model like 00 Tyrants. Okay, Carlos, his dialogue seemed just in line with how cheesy like action hero he was in the original game. I was scared that from the first trailer he looked like really dark and brooding. I mean, the same shot is in here, I think. Let me see. It's like that similar shot from the first trailer where he looks really like serious. This one, he looks really serious and like sweaty and like moist and whatever. Speaking of, the models look fan-fucking-tastic. Like, this is the best Resident Evil has looked. I mean, that and RE2 Remake and RE7 is the creme de la creme. So yeah, I was worried that they were gonna make him too serious rather than keep that B movie like, what are you doing, lady? Like, like very old school RE. But he got some like, some standard Carlos dialogue. So I'm digging it. What else did I notice? All right, this scene right here. I believe in the original game, when you're going into the tram and like this whole thing, because basically like the first half of the game is like, you running around the RPD, blah, blah, blah. And then you have to basically power up the tram by getting like cables, oil, and all that stuff. but it was just, I believe, Nikolai in there damaged and wounded while you were out like around, and Carlos was out somewhere too. So this is interesting because they added people in this. Like there's like just civilians, it looks like. So I wonder if there's gonna be, obviously it seems that they're gonna expand on the story a little bit because they did the same thing with RE2 remake and like the whole nest thing and all that. So I wonder if they're gonna like make this segment a little bit more interesting rather than just going and fetching parts and then getting something. Because yeah. What else we got? So we got Carlos. You got his yeah. So this is probably in the medical place where you have to get the cure for Joe if you're playing as Carlos. But yeah, he has his assault rifle. That's nothing new. Obviously, he's probably gonna have bullets as compared to like when he had, or SMGs and assault rifles in RE2. It's pretty much always had like a percentage like modifier in the old game. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna add like bullets to this, or like, you know, reload. All right, so this, oh yeah. Look, this is scary as shit. Like, I know the crawlers are scary, or the lickers are terrifying. They still are. I hate hunters. So this is like the, I think like the red versions. I don't know, but the lighting is green, so they're probably like greenish. So they're like the frog looking type colored versions of the hunters. So they're slightly modified from the RE1 version, but yeah, these things are nasty and they look gross, and especially those claws. Jesus Christ. They probably have a one-shot kill like the lickers do. Then you have this guy, which is, I won't spoil it for any people that haven't played RE3, but yeah. So this Nemesis. Now the different thing is, like, Nemesis would come in like queued in the original, like in specific spots, but I didn't. This doesn't seem like he's chasing you around like Mr. X. This seems like more like there's an animation when he shows up, and then he'll probably chase you in the area, and then if you pass the area or something, hopefully that's not the case, but it seems different because like this looks like a specific like animation, like similar to like when Mr. X like bursts out the wall, but this is a specific like cutscene. Or it could just be a trailer trick and that they just zoomed in while Claire was climbing, because this is obviously like gameplay. What else? Oh, this part. This is gameplay. Again, this is just all scary. It seems like this construction site might be, or they might, this is probably, these are all segments of one boss fight, because it seems like all of this is like in the same area. So, yeah, because then the top part, he bursts back up, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I think he's probably going to be slightly different than Mr. X. I don't think he's just going to be stalking the area. Because obviously, if you don't know, RE3 is just the entire city pretty much. So I don't think they're going to have him like chasing you all throughout. If they do, I'm gonna like legit shit my pants. Like Mr. X borderline made me shit my pants. This is going to be awful. Specifically because the design is like horrendous. It's ugly. No offense. So speaking of his design, he is a lot less tentacly. He does have his tentacle, which we did see at the beginning. Where is it? So this is probably going to be the intro of the game, which is going to be crazy. This part, okay. So yeah, I'm probably completely wrong. He's probably going to work just like Mr. X, but you know, with more moves and stuff. So he got his trademark tendril. So he still has tentacle stuff. Does he have his rocket launcher? I don't seem to see his rocket launcher. But he like yeah, I don't see a rocket launcher. But yeah, he looks terrifying. This seems to be, this is probably later on after that construction site fight actually, because like look at his shoulders. They're kind of like blown out like the containment suit. So I'm assuming the more you beat him up, the more like his like parasite thing will probably be more prevalent in his fighting. So that's pretty interesting. What do you guys think about the new design for Nemesis, by the way? I love this design. It's different. It keeps the same impact. He keeps the same scariness. All right, let me see that one shot of Nemesis. Where's the money shot? Come on.
What are you doing?
Carlos, and I'm saving.
My name is Carlos and I'm saving. There he is. Yeah, Nemesis looks like scary. Like Okay, so with all that being said, I think that pretty much broke down everything in the trailer that I noticed. I think everything about Nemesis when he's covered is probably the beginning of the game. Anything after like him being maskless and his containment suit wearing out is just damage throughout the game that you're gonna give to him, either by explosions, boss fights, interactions, whatever. Hell, maybe there's an interesting mechanic where if you don't stand and fight him, you don't damage him and like you don't reveal his face. One thing I do hope is I hope the final boss fight is similar to the Tyrant in Resident Evil 2 Remake, or because I really didn't like that Nemesis in RE3 Remake, spoiler, just turned into like a giant like four-legged animal. Like I really thought that was whack in my opinion, because he was so much scarier in this form than he was in like that parasitic like dog form. So with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you enjoyed. Are you excited for RE3? Are you going to be shitting your pants like I will? Because I'll see you guys tomorrow with the 7 Deadly Sins reaction, and get ready because we're going to be starting the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot playthrough on Friday. I don't know how I'm going to edit it. I'm probably going to do it like old school playthrough, maybe an hour-long episode. I don't know how you guys feel about that, so let me know in the comments. With all that being said, take care. See you later. Bye, guys.